Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to explain you chapter 16, Garbage in and Garbage out. Topics covered are landfills, sorting garbage, composting and vermicomposting. In the next video, I will explain you about paper recycling, plastic unnecessary evil and garbage reduction. Children, first you will understand what is garbage. Garbage is a substance that are no longer useful to us. It can be either rubbish or waste, especially for domestic refuse. Here in this picture, we can see a common rubbish in a bin and a dumpster full of waste. Now I will explain you about household garbage. A large amount of garbage is collected from a household every day. For example, when we eat fruits and vegetables, the peels and seeds are thrown as waste. Even wrappers of chocolates and toffees are thrown away as garbage. Old clothes, toys, glassware, shoes are the garbage which are thrown out from a house. The sweeper collects the garbage daily from the house. Now I will explain you about landfills. A sweeper takes garbage from the house and collects it in the cart and dumps it in large containers. Garbage dump. It is a place from where all the garbage is brought and dumped here. Municipality truck. The municipality carries away the garbage in garbage truck to the landfill site. Garbage disposal. The garbage has been dumped in big containers and the municipality carries away the garbage in huge garbage truck to the landfill site. Now I will explain you about landfill area. It is an open, low-lying area where garbage can be dumped in large quantities. It should be away from residential areas because due to garbage, the landfill is a home to many disease-causing organisms and other harmful substances. The garbage brought by truckload is now divided into two components: useful components and non-useful components. Useful components are the garbage material which can be recycled or reused. For example, plastic, paper, clothes, etc. Non-useful components are the garbage which cannot be reused. For example, vegetables and fruit peels, eggshells, etc. Now I will explain you about non-useful component with the help of example. The non-useful component are spread over landfill and then covered with a layer of soil and made it into a level ground, which can be used for garden or park. No buildings can be constructed on it for 20 years. Example of landfill converted to a beautiful park is the Indraprastha Millennium Park in New Delhi. Now I will explain you about sorting garbage. Municipality provides separate dustbin in different colors for garbage: green colored bins and blue colored bins. Green colored bins, in this the material cannot be reused, but they rot with time, that is plants, animal waste and paper, etc. They are known as biodegradable materials and they decay and mix with the soil. Blue colored bins. In this the materials can be reused and recycled. They do not rot in garbage. For example, plastic, glasses and metals. They are known as non-biodegradable materials. Where to put when? Children, now I will explain you that what we can put in green bin and blue bin. In green bin we can put food items such as kitchen waste, peels and cuttings of fruits and vegetables. Whereas in blue color bin we can put plastic containers, plastic toys, metal cans, glass bottles, etc. Sorting garbage at home. Children, now here we will see how to sort garbage at home. Collect the garbage from the house and sort into two heaps. First heap contains all food waste, that is vegetable, fruit peels, chocolate wrappers, tea leaves, etc. Second heap contains rags of clothes, polythene bags, old shoes, broken glassware and plasticware, etc. Now take two earthen pots, fill first heap with all the food waste and the second heap with the other waste, and then cover it with a layer of soil. Dig out the garbage after 1 week. You will see that the first heap is completely rotted, whereas the second heap has not, because plastic does not show any sign of rotting. Composting. Process of rotting of biodegradable waste is called decaying. This decayed waste turns into manure or compost. It can be added to the soil for better growth of plants. The process of forming compost is known as composting. Plants waste can be converted to compost easily by burning of dry leaves, whereas burning of dry leaves should be avoided. Children, now I will explain you about burning of dry leaves and burning of dry leaves. Many gardeners and sweepers burn dry leaves of gardens and roadsides. After harvesting crops, farmers burn husk and leftover parts of crops. Burning of this plant waste produce harmful fumes, and this should be stopped immediately. Whereas burning of dry leaves produce useful manure, and compost pit can be made in garden or field where there is a space available. Here we can see manure prepared from dry leaves. Vermicomposting. Earthworms are called farmers' friend as they make the soil more fertile and convert the waste into manure. They mix the upper layer of the soil with the lower layer of the soil by making burrows. They increase the supply of nutrients to the plants and break down the organic waste present in the soil and releases nutrients into the soil, which increases the fertility of the soil. Children, now I will explain you how redworms prepare compost through vermicomposting. Redworm is a type of earthworm. It needs moderate temperature and moist environment. In a day, it can eat food equal to its own body weight. The redworm has a special structure called gizzard, which helps them to grind their food. Redworms make compost. The compost prepared with the help of redworm is called vermicomposting. Large pits can be used for vermicomposting. This will help to reduce the needs of chemical fertilizers in agricultural fields. Children, now I will explain you that what condition should be maintained while vermicomposting. Firstly, we will dig a pit in a shaded corner and add a layer of sand over it. Then add waste from household kitchen, that is vegetable and fruit peels, tea leaves, eggshells for the redworms. Add powdered eggshells which will help redworms to grind the food. Food containing oil, vinegar and meat should be avoided as it will attract disease-causing organism. Sprinkle some water to keep the heap moist and keep the layer loose so it gets sufficient air. After that, add some redworms in a pit and cover it with a moist gunny bag. Turn the top layer after every 3 days carefully. The waste in the pit turns into vermicompost about a month. To collect the vermicompost, put some food in the corner of the pit. All the worms will move towards that corner, and now we can vacate the pit. Remove the vermicompost from the worm-free area with the help of scoop. Then dry it in the sun and use it in the garden or potted plants. It is a good source of nutrients for the plants in the garden. Thank you.